Hey guys, welcome back to Comicstorian Gaming. Now, if this is your first video over here, normally we put together a fun montage of my failures and missteps and problems that I've had in games. I tell you the stories of what I did, but with the Avengers gameplay, the beta footage that I got to play, which was supplied to me by Square Enix about a week ago, it wasn't exactly like a ton of goofy, fun moments. As a matter of fact, instead of it being multiplayer, I played it all by myself. So our multiplayer video will be coming out about mid next week, but I thought it'd be fun if we showed some actual straight up gameplay of me playing the characters with no voice, no nothing, just some of the actual gameplay, and I'd tell you what I enjoyed the most about each of them. So first up, we're gonna be doing some Black Widow gameplay. Black Widow was a lot of fun. I actually like her as my second favorite. I don't know why I started talking about her first in our video, but she's the one that stands out the most in my mind. You see, Black Widow plays very much with a combo system. She has the ability to, she seemed to be the easiest to counter the opponent's moves, and it was a lot of fun to just kind of be her and beat up a lot of guys. Her super, though, she turns into the Arc Strider from Destiny. Like, I'm not even joking. Dylan's gonna play some gameplay right here. You can jump, you can slam, you run around with a staff out, you're electrified as you're doing it. It was a lot of fun. It'll be very much recognizable to a lot of Destiny players.
AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol. The shutdown protocol is progressing. That helps, thank you. I'm inside AIM security system. That helps, thank you.
You get the frog.
All right, so next up, we're gonna do my third favorite. This is how we're gonna do it now. See, I did it weird at the beginning, but then I thought in my head, let's pretend this was planned. You'll do 2, 3, 4, because nobody does it that way, and then you'll do number 1. So number 3 for me was definitely the Hulk. I'm a huge Hulk fan. I don't know, they took out a lot of story in the beta version that I got to play. He looks weird, not in a what's wrong with his face, but in a he's not all green kind of way. Either way, was fun being the Hulk. He plays very, I don't know, you felt powerful. He didn't have a lot of directly linking combos, but everything he could do just flipped people or grabbed them or slammed them or allowed me to throw them across the arena. And his rage system is very good because it allows you to use the rage to, I didn't fully get what it did, honestly, but it felt like it would make me unstoppable. The unstoppable Hulk, or it would heal me or that kind of a thing. So I just kind of used rage a lot. I flipped a lot of things. I threw people into walls. I had a blast being the Hulk. All right, next up we're gonna talk about my fourth favorite. Kamala Khan, who I think is one of the coolest looking characters in the game, didn't actually feel that unique. She felt like a cross between the Hulk in that she did a lot of power moves, but with Black Widow where a lot of it comboed together. Her overall visual appearance I found to be one of the most appealing. She was cool, the way she would stretch out, the way you could do various things with her. Her super allowed her to grow super big, and a lot of her other supers were a healing ability, which no one else has. And I don't even remember what her third one was, but yeah, she got really big, she could heal herself, and then the third one did something. Oh, it was a high five, you high five things. The gameplay felt the weakest out of all the 4 characters I got to play, because she felt like a cross between Black Widow and Hulk, like I said. And lastly, we got my favorite. My favorite was Iron Man. Now, I thought he wouldn't be, because I'm actually a bigger fan of Hulk than I am of Iron Man, but Iron Man's gameplay felt the most unique. So you had the option of being in the air or on the ground. On the ground, he did normal combos, but you could combine them with using his blast to shoot people. But the way he worked is you would build up the energy to shoot by doing light damage. So you go in, you do light damage, you build up the blast, you combine it with a bunch of cool looking movie moments, but then you had the second form of gameplay. He could take off into the air, and to me it felt like an Anthem javelin. I was trying to remember the name of those things. It felt like an Anthem javelin. You fly around, it was very fluid in the open world area style maps. It was awesome, I really enjoyed it. You had multiple objectives. I was able to fly over there, they could shoot me out of the sky, so it's not like I felt overpowered. And then you also have his super, where you summon a Hulkbuster. So not only are you flying for one type of gameplay, not only do you get to do the combo gameplay, but then you basically get to turn into a weak version of the Hulk, grabbing people, slamming them to the ground, and just being overpowered. He felt like the jack of all trades character. He's probably the best at none of those things, but he can do it all. So that was definitely my favorite character out of all of them. As we were going through the video, you probably saw a few other things that were interesting. First off, you have hallway style levels where you start at the beginning, you fight a bunch of things, you get to a final room, you kill it, get resources. That was one of the gameplay types you saw. There was also the danger room where you fought up to 10 waves of enemies of increasing difficulty. And then Iron Man was in the open world. The open world area felt to me like a strike in Destiny or something along those lines, but combined with the open world. So basically they would tell you to go to a base, do that mission, but you were dropped in an open area where you could get random chests, you could go do random objectives, you and your friends could do various things. So the gameplay type for multiplayer was a lot of fun. Overall, I'm gonna give you guys a quick synopsis, but you may have already watched the main video on Comicstorian in which I told you my general opinions. I do enjoy the Marvel Avengers game. I'm the kind of guy that plays Borderlands, I play Destiny, I play Final Fantasy XIV, I play every looter shooter that comes out. So making a looter shooter Avengers game where I can team up with my friends and get to work on various things, to me was an exciting idea. I've been excited about this since they announced it, even before they said they're gonna send me copies of the game. So they did send me copies. I definitely covered that already at the beginning of the video, or it's burned in. But I already was on board. So the entire video, my overall opinions, it's exactly what I'm looking for in an Avengers game. A beat 'em up game that I can play with my friends and there's something to do past beating the story. That's the looter shooter aspect. So that's my overall opinion. I'm gonna link my Comicstorian video down below where I talk more nitty gritty about gameplay mechanics, mission types, looter shooter stuff, and to go back and forth between our two channels, so you can check it out over there. And stick around, we're gonna do a funny video of the multiplayer midweek next week. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Either way, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I do 2 lore videos a week and a goofy video every week, and sometimes podcast discussions. We also do various other things over here, but either way, we're also on Twitch at twitch.tv/comicstoriangaming, where I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. In general, this is a big bump for our gaming channel. I'd love to have you a part of this whole thing we're trying to do here. And thank you so much for just watching this video, even if you just wanted to watch some gameplay. Thank you.